Glendon and Emma are both extremely visually literate. They're both meticulous, serious directors with a sense of fun.
Even though they approach things quite differently, they've got a similar visual language, I suppose, and a similar tonal approach to material.
They have a really fluid directing style, which is kind of in conjunction with the nature of the show. And just, I love their trust and faith in us to be able to improvise a little bit and be organic.
Both of them are sort of different, but they know their vision. You know, they know exactly what they want.
I felt like when I was reading the book, I was always eavesdropping in on a private world, and it was such a specific world with these girls.
What if Bruce drops me because he can't root me?
He won't. Danny says he's really into you.
Thinking about the script, I was always thinking about, how do we find that intimacy? How do we let it feel like we're giving the audience access to somewhere where they would normally not be allowed, which is essentially the very private world of two teenage girls.
Glendon was the first book director, and I remember we talked a lot about finding Debbie and Sue and just having that beauty in the friendship. He's big about having those moments where we're just massive dorks and just really silly with each other.
You should wear your crochet bikini tomorrow.
Sure will. Won't the Green Hills boys love it? They'll swoon.
I don't know, I guess I'm a collaborative director. I just feel like everyone's got good ideas, and if you surround yourself with the right people, you kind of trust people's opinions.
Everything he's done is so beautiful. He's a visual master.
He's got a very naturalistic eye, and he's an amazing photographer in his own right. So he's really interested in not only performance, but also in designing a great kind of look and aesthetic.
Glendon is so passionate about the 70s, and he kind of calls this his baby, and he knows everything about it and is really passionate about it, as is Emma.
Emma is probably one of the most empathetic and generous and excitable directors I've ever worked with. I've worked with her a few times, and I always look forward to it. And it's like she's in the scene with you, so that's great, having such a receptive audience member.
Well, I think we're so fortunate on this show to have such an incredible ensemble of actors. It's a very script-focused show, so it's about supporting our cast and getting the best performances. So for me, it's been such a satisfying journey in creating those characters and creating those performances and giving the actors room to do their work.
Remember you?
From the lawn party?
Saw a pot of whales before.
Really? Was it amazing?
Yeah.
The young cast are incredible. They surprise me every day. They are so prepared and ready for the scenes. As a director, you are just giving them the space, supporting them, discussing ideas for the scenes.
Seeing her work and tease performance out of actors, it's really fantastic.
I did fall in love with the Vickers family.
David, can you make sure the soup turene's clean?
Oh, Emma Freeman did this fantastic sequence where we had a whole lot of scenes building up to a dinner party, and then the guests arriving, and then a frog going in the soup, and then the sun being smacked.
Right.
She just ran the whole sequence as like a piece of theatre, and it was so liberating and so much fun. Every take was about 5 or 6 minutes.
It's a disaster, isn't it?